What's up, everybody? In this video, we're going to be going over how my track day went, and just a spoiler, it didn't really go very well. I've been fighting some fuel pressure issues for a little bit with the regulator that I had on the truck. It didn't really seem to be rising one-to-one with boost pressure, so yeah, just kind of figured it'd be happening soon. It's kind of always gave me an issue, and I've just raised the base fuel pressure until it worked, and it didn't seem to really want to cooperate this time, so I just ended up upgrading the regulator. So this is the regulator I had on it. It's a Speedmaster piece of junk, probably some copy of something else. I mean, I bought another copy of regulator, but yeah, it just never really rose one-to-one with boost. It was always kind of low. So yeah, so I ended up getting the big dog PGY boy that everyone runs. We'll see how it works. I did have to do the spring mod that everyone does, so I ended up cutting 2.5 coils out of it, and that seemed to get me into right about the right range of fuel pressure, because when I had 2 coils cut out, it wouldn't go below like 50-ish. I think the lowest I got it was like 48 with it backed all the way out. Then I cut another half coil out, and it dropped all the way down with the adjuster backed out to like 28, so I was able to actually dial in the pressure. And then I did test it. I just shot some air into the reference line, and I was able to get it up to 100 psi, so this should work a little better than the old one. And this is a dash 10. It's all dash 10 ORB ports, and the return orifice in here is huge, so it shouldn't hopefully be a restriction anymore. So yeah, that's pretty much hopefully the fix. I don't think the pumps are bad. I just think that regulator couldn't keep up with even a simple task of a pretty mild turbo LS setup, in my opinion. It's not like this thing's crazy. So I did forget to film the first pass also. I wanted to go test it and forgot to pull out my phone and record it, have my buddy record it. So the first pass really didn't go very well. Anyway, it just was leaving at like 3,900 RPM and I think 9 pounds of boost. And I had a timing retard in it that pulled 4 degrees for like 0.2 of a second and then just slammed it all back in. So it's pretty aggressive, and it just knocked the tire off. It didn't even give a chance. Like, it stuck and then just spun. So on the next pass, I lowered the leave to 3,400 and pulled 6 degrees till 0.2 and then ramped it back in instead of just pulling timing and slamming it back in. And that seemed to work better. It got off the line, it stuck, but then it popped. It hit the fuel pressure safety at about 60 foot. So I just kind of got out of it and got back in it, figured nothing of it. And then the last 2 passes, which I'll throw all these passes in there after I talk about it, but the last 2 passes were pretty much the same thing. Like, I raised the launch RPM a little bit to 3,500 and changed the timing ramp a little bit. So it was 6 degrees for 1/10. So basically right for the hit, and then it ramped it back in by 0.3 of a second. So I would say it's mildly aggressive, and I think I was leaving it 7.5 pounds of boost. So nothing really insane, but it it would take the hit every time, and then it would just fuel pressure safety almost instantly. So I kept trying to give it base pressure and, checking the pumps, pulled the regulator apart, cleaned it, and it was not happy. So I'm thinking that regulator just can't really keep up with the task anymore, because I've always kind of fought it. I mean, this thing is kind of dinky, like that return orifice is not very big. So yeah, I'll throw those clips in after this, and then probably be a shorter video, especially since I forgot to film an intro and an outro at the track. I just got a little wrapped up in trying to actually test the thing and not film anything. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for this one. Throw those clips in there, and thanks for watching.